Alright guys, welcome back to Fallout 4. This is Mod Showcase episode 12, and in this episode I'm going to be showing off the Crossbows of the Commonwealth and the M79 Grenade launcher mod for Fallout 4. First up, it will be the Crossbows of the Commonwealth mod. In order to acquire these crossbows, you must kill raiders or buy them from merchants. They will usually appear around level 5. And you can craft different bolts at the chemistry station. So let's go get a crossbow, go to the chemistry station, and let's see what bolts are available for them. Okay guys, I was able to buy a marksman crossbow from Cleo at Good Neighbor. So let's see what other mods are available for the crossbows that have been added to Fallout 4 with the mod. So here it is. You have the standard bow, flaming standard. You've got a hunting bow, got a flaming hunting bow. Of course you have the compound bow as well, flaming compound, and plasma induction bow, which will add energy damage to the weapon. And this one is interesting in that it will melts projectiles into superheated plasma, which will deal bonus energy damage on impact. So that sounds pretty cool. It really does. Standard ammunition is bolts. You have the short stock, so it can be kind of like a wee pistol crossbow type thingy. You have the standard stock, commando light frame, and the recoil light frame. So there is some options to choose from. These strings will change the damage of the weapon. So you have light, medium and heavy. Heavy of course will be the most damaging, but it will have a slower reload speed as you increase the damage. You have different sights, standard glow sight, you have circle, reflex, dot reflex sight, you have different scopes available. All pretty normal kind of scopes and different sights to choose from. And then you have muzzles. So you have the foot stirrup. For loading the weapon, you would put your foot into the stirrup to reload or whatever. Of course you have the bashing stirrup, which will increase the bashing damage of the weapon. And the poking stirrup, which is a more superior form of bashing damage. So all pretty cool modifications for this weapon. Okay guys, here we are at the chemistry station at the Red Rocket truck stop. Yes, you can also you can also craft some new bolts for your crossbows. You have AP bolt, standard bolt, flaming, sawhead, explosive, hypodermic, cryo bolt, shock bolt, a 45 encased bolt. So all pretty cool wee kind of bolts that you can craft. Okay guys, for some reason the grenade launcher mod has not worked correctly, and for some reason I'm not able to modify it, so I will maybe delete that mod and re-download it again and test it in a later episode. So what I'm going to do now is go and test this crossbow in combat to see how it performs and to see if it's actually worthwhile for you downloading it. Anyway guys, I've come to Lexington in the hopes that I will be able to find some ghouls to kill with this weapon to showcase how powerful it is. Of course, with it being a crossbow, it is a silent weapon, and you would most commonly use this in stealth. Don't know what the fuck, missed completely. So far this thing's really powerful. It's actually quite satisfying whenever you hit them. And you can also pick your bolts back up once you have shot them. Well, you can pick some of the bolts up. One thing I do have to say is whenever you get overpowered with this by enemies, this weapon, probably you want to avoid using it. But that was a group of ghouls that attacked me, and they're all dead now. and this big bastard here is just kind of cruising around, but we'll see how effective it is against him. Wow, there's also some clipping with the armor that I'm wearing. Holy shit. Right, that's actually incredibly powerful. It's really, really good against the behemoth. Of course I also do have 4 times damage, but this is a very formidable weapon. It can really be quite useful against unarmored enemies. Again, it is also very satisfying whenever you do hit a shot. So I do recommend using it. It's quite nice. It's quite enjoyable to use. But maybe whenever combat kind of picks up, you'd probably be best to avoid using this weapon, simply because it's not exactly going to be that effective against large groups of enemies. But it is a very satisfying weapon to use, and you'd probably be best to use it for stealth attacks. Its range potential is also quite high. There were numerous shots there where I was hitting people that were a great distance away. However, I believe there may be a slight drop on the bolts that you shoot, because you kind of have to aim up a wee bit higher than you would expect. But other than that, it's a really satisfying weapon to use, and I'm quite enjoying it so far. It's just unorthodox, you know. You wouldn't really think that this would be the most beneficial weapon, but it is. It's really enjoyable. Alright, let's see these bastards up the back. Don't even think they know I'm here. Yep. It's just so much fun. And what I like about it is you usually see the bolt sticking out of your enemy. So yeah, I kind of like that. Come on, Curie, get the fuck out the way. And if you're coming against more than one, that's whenever it can start getting a bit problematic. Even the iron sights just a bit shit. You know, they're quite small, they're quite hard to see. So hip firing them in close quarters is probably the best thing to do. But it is a very satisfying weapon to use. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm quite surprised. I thought, oh, it's just going to be shit, and you know, there's going to be bad animations. But so far, even the holding of the weapon, it's really, really good. It fits into the animations of the game, and it fits into the player's hands quite accurately. Fuck. Holy shit. Wow. Holy fuck. Right, I actually hit that bastard in the head. Even the reload, you know, it's a bit strange. You wouldn't exactly crank a fucking crossbow, but he's obviously worked with what he has, and he has created a very nice mod for players of Fallout 4, and definitely it's quite an enjoyable one to use. It's just enjoyable. You wouldn't exactly expect this to be a very effective weapon, but it is. It does provide a lot of damage, and most of the time it's one-shotting enemies. You saw against that behemoth that it took a hell of a lot of health off. The bolts are easy to craft. They don't exactly cost that much. Aluminium isn't the hardest thing to come across. But guys, I've taken out all the raiders at the exterior of the Corvega plant. Took out numerous ghouls and also a behemoth. So this weapon is really good. The model of the weapon is incredibly nice. The customization that the mod author has provided, it makes the weapon look very powerful and deadly, and it's just a really well done mod. I've actually quite enjoyed using this one. I was a bit skeptical. However, I would have liked to showcase the M79 Grenade launcher. However, there's been some problems with it. I'll probably just wait a wee while or re-download the mod and see if that has remedied the situation. Of course, that is the only way to actually get the M79. You have to craft it. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I've had a lot of fun using this crossbow. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.